Introduction. Welcome to this session on the abilities and functions of Excel. Learning objectives. By the end of this module, you will be able to understand what's new in Excel 2010. Describe the abilities and functions of Excel. What's new in Excel 2010? Improved ribbon. Microsoft introduced the ribbon concept in Excel 2007. The ribbon helps you to use commands and features that were previously inserted in complex menus and toolbars. In the 2007 version, you could customize the Quick Access toolbar, but it wasn't possible to add your own tabs or groups to the ribbon. However, in the 2010 version, you can add your own custom tabs and groups. Also, you can change the order of the built-in tabs and groups. How to edit ribbon. Now, let us see how to edit ribbon in Excel 2010. You can personalize the ribbon any way you want. You can create your own tabs and own groups to contain your repeatedly used commands. Ribbon customization is specific for each Microsoft Office program. That is, it does not apply to all Office programs. You can rename or change the order of the default tabs, but you cannot rename the default commands. Steps to edit ribbon. Inserting a new tab and group. Right-click any tab on the ribbon and then click the Customize the Ribbon option. You can also get to the Customize the Ribbon option by clicking the File tab on the ribbon and then clicking Options menu under Help. Default tabs are displayed to the right of the Excel Options window. Select the New Tab button to create your own tab. New Tab is displayed here with New Group. To rename the new tab, select New Tab, Custom, and click the Rename button. The Rename dialog box will appear. Enter the name of your choice in the dialog box and click the OK button. In a similar way, you can change the name of the newly added group also. You can add many new tabs and groups as per your requirement. To add commands in your own group, select the newly added group to which you want to add custom commands. In the Choose Commands from the drop-down list, click the command to which you want to add commands. For example, popular commands. Click the commands in the list that you want to add to your new group. Click the Add button. You can add many commands to your new group as per your requirement. To save your personalization, click the OK button. The newly added tab and newly added groups with commands are displayed here. Changing the order of tabs. To change the default order of tabs, right-click any tab on the ribbon and then click the Customize the Ribbon option. In the Customize the Ribbon window, click the tab that you want to move. Click the up arrow or down arrow until you have the order you want. To save your personalization, click the OK button. The reordered tabs are displayed here. Changing the order of the tabs to their original positions. To change the order of the tabs to their original positions by using the Reset button in the Excel Options window, you can reset all tabs to their default positions on the ribbon. Microsoft Office Backstage View. The Backstage view is the place where you can manage your files. By clicking the File tab, you can see the Microsoft Office Backstage view. The File tab in MS Office 2010 replaces the Microsoft Office button and File menu used in earlier versions of Microsoft Office. Excel Mobile 2010 for Windows 7 phone. You can use Microsoft Office Mobile 2010 in Windows 7 phone. Microsoft provides this feature to enable you to work with your files on the go. Excel Mobile 2010 is one of the Office mobile suites and is installed on the Windows 7 phone. You need not download or install anything to access Excel. Mobile Excel doesn't support all the features of PC Excel 2010. However, you can open the workbook even if it has unsupported content. The unsupported content doesn't display on your mobile, and you cannot edit the workbook. Sparklines, an introduction. Sparklines are tiny charts that fit in a cell. They help to view the data as visually summarized trends. Sparklines display the data in a cell. They are especially useful for showing a visual snap of your data. In the example image, the sparklines that appear in the chart column allow you to see at a glance how each course sold in 2014. You will have a detailed discussion about sparklines in an upcoming module. Slicers, an introduction. Slicers are quick filters which help you to perform a quick filter in a pivot table. In the given example image, the slicers display the sales report for only the ILT courses. You will have a detailed discussion about slicers in an upcoming module. Abilities. Relative, absolute, and mixed cell references. In Excel, there are 3 types of cell references that are used in charts, formulas, and functions. Each type has its own features. They are relative, absolute, and mixed cell reference. By default, an Excel cell reference is relative. Relative cell references are the most commonly used type of cell references in formulas. They are basic cell references that alter and change when copied. If you copy a formula in cell M4 of equal C4:K4 to cell M5, the formula will automatically change to equal C5:K5. Relative cell references. Example. In the given example image, cell M4 contains the formula for total value of CBT. That is, M4 equals sum of C4:K4. Relative references. If you want to find the total values for each course, such as WBT, ILT, and so on, just copy and paste cell M4 to all the cells in which you want to display the total value. Excel will copy the formula and change the cell references relatively. This is called relative cell reference. Absolute cell references. Absolute cell references are also called locked cell references. In some situations, you must lock the cell reference instead of leaving it as a relative cell reference when the formula is copied. To lock the cell reference, you should use $signs before and after a column and row reference constant. Absolute reference. Example. In the given example image, cell M4 contains the formula for total value of CBT. That is, M4 equals sum of $C$4 colon $K$4. Here, cells C4 and K4 have been locked by using $signs. Therefore, the values of the other copied cells, M5 to M15, will remain the same. Mixed cell references. A mixed cell reference is a combination of relative and absolute cell references. Example for mixed reference. $C4, absolute column and relative row, allows the row reference to change, but does not allow the column reference to change. $18, relative column and absolute row, allows the column reference to change, but does not allow the row reference to change. Using hyperlinks. Web browsers are the only programs that use hyperlinks, the underlined pieces of text that let you easily travel around the web. To add a hyperlink to your document or to insert a hyperlink into a worksheet, just follow these steps. To insert a hyperlink, move to the cell where you want to place the hyperlink. Select the Insert tab from the ribbon and click Hyperlink from the links group. Keyboard shortcut key, Ctrl+K. The Insert Hyperlink dialog box will appear. Click the existing file or web page option from the left side of the dialog box. Then browse for the appropriate file and select it. This will create a link to a new file in one step. On top of the dialog box, in the Text to Display text box, enter whatever you would like the link to say. If you want to set a custom tooltip to this hyperlink, click the Screen Tip button, type a new message, and then click OK. If you want to add a link to the web page, enter the URL address into the address text box. Click OK to insert the hyperlink. When you insert a hyperlink, Spreadsheet formats the cell with blue text with an underline. To use the hyperlink, move your mouse pointer on the link. The mouse cursor symbol changes to a hand symbol. Simply click on it. Let us now move on to the next topic, that is, understanding Excel functions. Introduction to Excel functions. Excel allows you to build powerful and useful formulas using Excel functions as operands. Before starting to work on functions, let's learn about the basics of functions. A function is a predefined formula that performs a specific task. For example, the PMT, payment function, calculates a loan or mortgage payment. Functions are designed to take you beyond the basic arithmetic and comparison formulas. Functions make cumbersome formulas easier to use. Functions enable you to include complex mathematical expressions in your worksheets. Every function has the same basic structure. The name part identifies the function. The function name always appears in uppercase letters such as PMT, sum, average, and so on. The items that appear within the parentheses are the function's arguments. Arguments are the inputs that functions use to perform calculations. The table on the screen shows some common statistical functions. The table on the screen shows the Excel's financial function arguments. The table on the screen shows some common financial functions. Adding a function to a formula. To get the benefit of an Excel function, you need to use it within a formula. You can use a function as the only operand in a formula, or you can include the function as part of a larger one. To add a function to a formula, click on the cell in which you want to build a formula, then type equal. Then click the Insert Function button in the formula bar. This will open the Insert Function dialog box. Click the Select a Category drop-down list and then click the category that contains the function you want to use. Select the function and click OK. This will again open the Function Arguments dialog box. Click inside an argument box. You can either click the cells that contain the argument value, or you can type in an argument value. Fill the arguments as you need. The function results appear here. Finally, click OK. Excel adds this function to the formula and displays the formula results. Writing conditional expressions using if. The if function in Excel is used to test more than one value. The output of the if function can only be true or false. It returns one value when the specified condition is true and returns another value when the specified condition is false. Using if with a single condition. The syntax for if with a single condition is shown here. To insert an if function, click on the cell in which you want to insert the if function. Then, click the Insert Function button in the formula bar. This will open the Insert Function dialog box. Click the or select a category drop-down list and then click the category that contains the function you want to use. Select the function and click OK. This will again open the Function Arguments dialog box. Click inside an argument box. You can either click the cells that contain the argument value, or you can type in an argument value. Fill the arguments as you need. The function results will appear here. Finally, click OK. Excel adds this function to the formula and displays the formula results. Using if with multiple conditions. The nested if statement allows you to evaluate multiple conditions within a formula. Excel allows nesting up to 7 if functions. Now we are going to see the syntax for multiple if conditions. In this example, we are going to segregate students' grades based on their average marks. Rules for grades. A grade, average from 90 to 100 marks. B grade, average from 75 to 89 marks. C grade, average from 55 to 74 marks. D grade, average from 35 to 54 marks. F grade, average from 0 to 34 marks. To insert multiple if functions, select the cell in which you want to insert the functions. Click the Insert Function button to open the Insert Function dialog box. Click the if function from the Select a Function drop-down list. Now click OK. This will open the Function Arguments dialog box. In the Logical Test text box, type F8 less than 35. In the Value if True text box, type F. In the Value if False text box, type if F8 less than 55, D. If F8 less than 75, C. If F8 less than 90, B, A. Finally, click OK. Now the Excel displays the grades of students based on their average marks. Just copy and paste cell G8 to all the cells in which you want to display the students' grades, using logical functions and or. The AND function returns true when all arguments are true and returns false if any argument is false. The syntax for the AND function is shown here. Now let us see how to use the AND function for the scenario given below. A student should score more than or equal to 35 marks in all subjects to get pass as the result. If a student's mark is less than 35 in any one of the subjects, then the result is fail. Open the Insert Function dialog box. Click the AND function in the Select a Function drop-down list. Now click OK. This will open the Function Arguments dialog box. In the Logical 1 text box, type C7 greater than 34. In the Logical 2 text box, type D7 greater than 34. In the Logical 3 text box, type E7 greater than 34. In the Logical 4 text box, type F7 greater than 34. In the Logical 5 text box, type G7 greater than 34. Click on the OK button. Now, Excel will display the results in the selected cell. Just copy and paste cell H7 to all the cells in which you want to display the student's results. The OR function returns true if any argument is true, and returns false when all arguments are false. The syntax for the OR function is shown here. Now let us see an example for the OR function. The conditions are: when a student's theory mark is above 40, or the practical mark is above 10, then the result is pass. If both functions fail, then the result is fail. Open the Functional Argument dialog box. In the Logical 1 text box, type C5 greater than 40. In the logical 2 text box, type D5 greater than 10. Click on the OK button. Now the Excel displays the result in selected cells. Just copy and paste cell E5 to all the cells in which you want to display the result. Building an AutoSum formula. You can reduce the time it takes to build a worksheet, as well as reduce the possibility of errors by using Excel's AutoSum feature. You can also use AutoSum to quickly create simple formulas that use common functions such as average, count, max, or min. To build an AutoSum formula. To go to an AutoSum formula, click on the cell where you want to sum. In the Formula tab, click AutoSum button. If you want to use a function other than sum, click the Sum drop-down list and then click on the operation you want to use. Excel adds the sum function formula to the cell. Excel guesses if the range above or to the left of the cell is the one you want to add. If Excel makes a wrong guess, select the correct range. Finally, click the tick mark in the formula bar. Then press Enter. Excel displays the result in the selected cell. Adding a range name to a formula. Click on a cell in which you want to build the formula, then type equal. Then type in any operands and the operator you need before adding the range name. Click on the Formulas tab, then click Use in Formula. Excel will display a list of range names in the current workbook. Click the range name you want to use. Excel will insert the range name inside the formula bar. Type any operands and operator you need to complete your formula. Finally, click the tick mark in the formula bar and press Enter. Excel will calculate and display the formula result. Let us now summarize the key points of the session. In Excel 2010, you can add your own custom tabs and groups. Also, you can change the order of the built-in tabs and groups. The Backstage view is the place where you can manage your files. Excel Mobile 2010 is one of the Office mobile suites and is installed on Windows 7 phone. Sparklines display the data in a cell. They are especially useful for showing a visual snap of your data. Absolute cell references are also called block cell references. Excel allows you to build powerful and useful formulas using Excel functions as operands. A function is a predefined formula that performs a specific task. The if function in Excel is used to test more than one value. The nested if statement allows you to evaluate multiple conditions within a formula. The and/or function in Excel is also used to test more than one value. The output of these functions can only be true or false.